Excuse me. Maybe if you move down just a little bit more. Alright. What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video for you guys. I know you guys were looking for a video last week. Listen, we just said we're going to see y'all next week. But I hope that you guys watched our previous video. I know a lot of you guys were upset about it. We're going to get to that in a little bit. And then I hope you guys watched the video with my mom, because we really had a good conversation on why she didn't embarrass me, abandon me when I came out to her in like the year 2001. It was just good conversation, and that conversation we had was based off the conversation that we discussed last week with the whole Milan controversy. And yes, I watched all the videos. Again, I'll get to that later. But I want to say thank you to everybody who reached out via text, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, on wishing Mikkel and I a happy 7 years on YouTube. If you did not know, Saturday was the 7th year anniversary of us doing the Skorpion show, and that was the first day we've ever met, and we recorded a classic, and it's still a classic. And I want you guys to go back to the old YouTube channel and check it out. We sat there and argued about to say Michelle, about Janet and Beyonce for a good 45 minutes, and this is at a time where YouTube only lets you upload 10 minutes at a time. So, you know, I encourage y'all to go watch some old school Skorpion show videos, and just thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who rides and dial for us. Click that like button, share, those that curse us out, those that, you know, just thank y'all. I appreciate it. I don't even know what else to say. It's just amazing what you can do to the world by speaking into a small camera, and I'm not going to get emotional and stuff. But thank y'all so much, because 7 years is a long fucking time. You know how many times I done fired Mikkel? In those 7 years, oh my God. I just enjoy this, y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you so much. You speechless, huh?
No, we had such a good time in church yesterday that one of the things that we talked about was sometimes you have to keep your comments to yourself.
You don't do it, bitch. Oh, your pastor showed up yesterday.
Well, no. He didn't preach yesterday. We had a guest preacher, but you know.
I need to turn this damn TV off because you're distracted.
Sometimes you have to.
Yeah, but yeah, just thank y'all so much. Over the weekend, I had a chance, and you went too. We had a chance to see Straight Outta Compton. Let me tell you something. If you have not seen the movie, I'm going to need you to go see the movie. I don't care if you didn't care about NWA back in the 80s, or the late 80s, early 90s. It was a great biopic. It was great from beginning to end. And I mean, I don't want to sit here and start talking about the whole movie and stuff, but I just never knew that all of that was going on back then. You hear bits and pieces, like of course I heard about the Rodney King thing, but I didn't know about how much the NWA had an impact on music back in that time. Like, they were the shit. And how they all came together. It told the perfect story of how they all met, how they got together, the music they created, the tours they went on, the girls they done slept with, the backstabbing that went on between them, and, you know, depending on one person that was supposed to be the manager, and they got their whole thing going on. It was just a great movie. It was great. And a lot of people were crying at the end of the movie, but I didn't cry. Not to give myself a pat on the back, because y'all know I could cry at the drop of a hat. But it was a really great film. What did you think of it?
I think it was really good too. I think all of the actors did an excellent job. Ice Cube's son really stood out to me. The way he just became his dad, like, it was just, he sounded like him, the mannerisms, like, it was just all really good. I could really see this movie being nominated for some awards, as it should be, because it was really, really good. It was really good, and it topped the box office with $56.1 million over the weekend. And to think that they were only thinking that it would make about $25 million the first weekend, but it surpassed that. So that's like a big thing. And like Kevin said, if you have not seen this movie, please make sure you go out and see it because it's really, really good.
Yes.
You'll learn some things. Like he said, you'll cry. You'll definitely laugh.
Okay.
It was just good all around. It really was. And kudos to all of the actors in the film because, excuse me, for this to be a film with relatively unknown actors and it just do so well the way it did, it was just amazing.
Yeah, and I just can't believe how, like, it was long. First of all, it was long as hell, but it was good, a good long, because, you know, sometimes a movie be long and you be like, is this shit going to be over? This was long, and it just told just about everything. Some people were mad because they didn't explain the girlfriends. This movie is not about the girlfriends that they made babies with. This is the story of NWA, niggas with attitude. That is what this story is about. And I was really surprised at how much of a bitch Suge Knight was. I mean, I know that he was tough back in those days, but to beat somebody up because they parked in your parking spot with a gun like that, oh my God. Before I start telling the movie, go see the movie. Because it was good. It was good. And I didn't know that Ice Cube had that much of an impact like that. Like he was writing everything. I didn't know that at all. I just thought he was a rapper, but I know he was writing for the whole group and wasn't getting paid for it. And he decided that.
And yeah, it was.
That will fuck up any relationship. When it comes to money and it comes to work, and I don't get paid for my work, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No. And they put too much trust into Jerry Heller and just let him do what the hell he wanted to do.
I'm trying to figure out who was he in the beginning to Eazy? Was that somebody that he was buying the CDs from? Like how
he was buying from the record store,
oh,
and
okay.
he was like, "I'm gonna sign you guys." You know, I want to. Then at first he said, "No, I want to do it." Then he was like, "Well, get out." And then he was like, "All right, well, let's see what you're talking about." And that's how it went on. But yeah, but I don't. You know, some of y'all girls though, some of y'all girls got no shame in being naked on camera, and I just pray that my niece don't ever think that it's a good idea to do a movie like that being a thot. And I don't care if you acting or not. No, you ain't gonna be out on TV like that. And they all up in the theater like that. I'm like, oh my God. Just pray for y'all. I'm praying for y'all. But hey, that's how it was back in the day though. That's how it was.
Back in the day, that's how it was.
It's still, well, yeah, because they are, no, it's worse today.
Yeah. Let me look at all these rappers with kids.
And don't know her last name. But hey. Alright, I'm gonna get off of that. So the Power finale. Y'all know I watched the Power finale at midnight. Man, let me tell you something. I was a person that was not into Power. And y'all know how I got turned on to Power because y'all, especially Mikhail, kept saying, you gotta watch it, you gotta watch it. Oh, bitch, just watch it. I'm like, no, I don't wanna watch it. So I watched it, and I watched every damn episode. And I've seen every freaking episode, and I love it. But I'm just mad that I have to wait a whole year to find out what's going to happen.
Right.
That's the only thing I hate about shows like this. Why do you have to wait a year? Showtime, get on it. I mean, stars, y'all part of Showtime. Get on the ball. Get on the ball and bring this shit back.
We have to wait until when? Next month?
Like next June. And that's a year. You probably forgot all what happened and everything. But yeah, somebody had left a comment in one of the videos last week saying how it was all going to go down with Tasha and Ghost. But that didn't happen that way. It didn't happen that way. Because the way she had it down, I was like, oh, this bitch know. Oh my God, how she just know? But it didn't happen that way. But she is thinking that Ghost had something to do with Sean's death. And then some people saying that Kanan is not really dead.
You didn't see it?
I was seeing it.
Oh. So
he was dead. I don't think he broke out that building after being set on fire.
Who do you think did?
I don't know, but I don't think he got out.
It doesn't make sense though, because if they, first of all, think about it. Kanan just came home from jail. He hasn't had that much camera time. Why would they just kill him off just like that? Without him really getting back. Because he hasn't really gotten back. Think about it, the only person he's really killed significant to the story was Sean.
Because he felt he was weak.
Right.
And expendable.
I mean, yeah, of course Kanan got out. I didn't think he was dead. And he didn't really set Kanan on fire. He set around him on fire.
I thought like...
And who else was in the room with him?
Ghost was in there with him.
But Ghost left. Remember?
I know.
He met up with Tommy.
But I was like, no, he ain't get out. I was like, no.
He got out.
But see, Tommy don't know who the fuck to trust, because they is just really fucking with his head about Ghost and fucking with his head about Kanan and everything. It's like, now, who is he to trust? Now he got to kill Ghost. What he had 24 hours to do it? Tommy?
But that was confusing me. The whole flip-flopping with Tommy being on Kanan's side and then going back to Ghost and then telling Ghost and then Tommy, it was all confusing to me. Even with that young guy who came to Ghost and was like, I don't want to be with Kanan no more because he killed his own son, and then he went back to Kanan. And then what even confused the hell out of me too was the part when they revealed that Ghost was the one going around killing all those people and putting the cards in them. Because I totally didn't see that.
Now I understood why he did it once he explained everything.
Okay.
I understood that
to me because I didn't know.
Because, you know, with, what's his name? Lobos being in jail.
Yeah.
He didn't want, I forgot what the fuck he explained why. He killed them because he didn't want nobody going to other people, nobody to be snitching and saying what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of them still being alive, he'd rather kill them so they don't ever talk about what happened. So in a way, he's protecting himself and he's protecting Lobos. But now Lobos is trying to get Ghost killed.
But what's with the cards that he's setting on them? Like,
Because I think he's using the card to blame another
person
or another group. That's why that happened.
Because I was totally lost. I was like,
yeah, but I was lost with the young guy because I'm like, is he with 50 Cent or is he with Ghost? I don't know. But he seemed like he was really mad about him killing his son. Yeah.
But then when he got in that car, I was like, yeah, he fell for it.
Yeah, but
But then it's like he got mad at 50 when 50 told him, no, you're not coming to the meeting with Lobos. Because he thought he was going to come. And I'm thinking, like, why would you think that you...
Somebody need to do something. Somebody need to wake up somewhere. But see, that guy needs to understand that, bitch, if he could kill his son, you're not above being killed by him.
But that's what he told Ghost, too. He was like, you know, if he kills his son, what makes you think he won't kill me? And that's why I really believe that he was trying to get away from Kanan, and then until he got back in the car with him.
Not unless he's doing something special.
Yes.
Because Lobos was a hot ass mess. And the fucking what you call it? I can't even speak.
The pool.
The pool. And then ask the other guy, are you jealous because you're not down here? Are you?
How do you even think to remember that scene?
Because I remember a lot of stuff.
That was like 2 scenes.
But I was
two
shocked.
shows
But I was shocked that happened.
Why? Oh, you didn't know that he was gay?
No.
Oh.
Leave me alone, Cal. Don't you got some weird?
Because I could have sworn they had a scene. I thought they had a scene where he was like in a room with somebody, the guy.
That was the second time he was like
not the hotel room, like a hot room, one of those steam rooms or something like that. I thought it was another scene that showed that he was gay.
I didn't see that.
Well, whatever.
But yeah, so
maybe. Oh, excuse me. Maybe they'll push the date up, like they did Empire. Because remember, Empire was supposed to
come back in January, and then he's like, oh no. Yeah. That would be good because you can't have a hot show like that and then
just have it all for
I see you guys.
So maybe So maybe you guys could hit up Stars and let them know, like, look, we want this show back. Let's say January, beginning of the year. ASAP.
And don't forget.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, don't forget this Saturday on Stars, the return of Survivor's Remorse. Now, I thought that the whole Power finale was going to be a whole hour and a half and everything. That extra 30 minutes was, I believe that was the Survivor's Remorse preview, or the, I don't know if that's the full episode or not. But I enjoyed it, and it seemed like they added more jokes to it than on the last season. Like, I was like, damn, it's like almost a joke for everything that's going on in the show. Like, y'all know that's my show. I'm gonna need y'all to get into Survivor's Remorse because I love it. Just like y'all forced me to watch Power, I'm forcing y'all to watch Survivor's Remorse. Now, everybody has been tagging us on Instagram about this Uber driver being charged. Now, I don't want anybody to start saying that, oh my God, I'm never going to take Uber, but I do think you have to be careful when you're taking an Uber, especially if you are a female and you're taking it overnight. I would say don't be drunk taking no Uber home, because you never know what the Uber driver will do to you, and that's with a taxi driver as well. You don't know what anybody has in their mind to go on. So what went on was, this lady, she was out with a group of friends, and she had the Uber driver take her to the train station to where her car would be. Her car was not there. So she asked the Uber driver to take her to the police station. So they go to the police station. She wasn't able to get any results. So she's like, fuck it, I'm just going to go home and I'll deal with this in the morning. So she has the Uber driver take her home. And she said that somewhere along that ride, she fell asleep. Now, when she said, when she woke up, he was on top of her. And he was touching her, and then she said that he raped her. And then he had the Uber driver take her to the police station. He dropped her off at the police station and he drove away.
After raping her?
After raping her. Yep, after raping her. So I guess in the police station, like, this is like the fastest we've ever caught anybody. I'm assuming that they did a rape kit on her, because they were able to get his DNA. Well, her lawyer said that they have the DNA, but they were saying that she shouldn't have said that because they're not even on trial yet to say that we have his DNA.
Who shouldn't have said
that? The girl's lawyer shouldn't have said that they have the man's DNA. As proof, he's on bail. He's not even, he can't even, his bail is set at $1 million. And then I believe they said they wasn't going to let him free even though his family and friends were saying that he's not the kind of person that do that. They say he moved from Morocco. And when it comes to Uber does make sure that they do a background check on who you are, make sure you don't have any records of criminal history, and he doesn't have any of that. So, you know, his lawyer is saying that we're going to prove that he didn't do such a thing like that. But if this lawyer is claiming that they have his DNA, then he's going to be caught. And that's going to be it for him to do that. And ladies, you
know what's weird to me though is that he did all that for her. He took her to a car, it wasn't there. He took her to the police station. She did what she did at the police station, and then he volunteers to take her home, and then he rapes her, and then he drops her off back at the police station. That's weird to me. I've never heard of such. First of all, I've never heard of anybody dropping you off at the police station to report your car stolen, and then taking you from the police station, raping you, and then saying, "Okay, I'll take you back to the police station." I've never heard of that. That's so weird.
Yeah. But they're trying to.
It's almost like okay, look at me, catch me. I did it. Like, are you sure there's not more to the story?
Now listen, now y'all know I don't never read stuff, but I read it, okay? And that's why they said we found him so fast.
Yeah, because it's almost as if I could probably, if his DNA is in her, if they do have his DNA, I'm gonna just say this: it's almost as if I can actually hear him saying, "No, I didn't rape her. We had sex."
Mm-hmm.
Because then why would I rape her and then drop her off at the police station so that she could say that I?
But see, you just never know.
Evidence,
yes.
But then Uber, it lets you know who picked you up,
and it lets you know where y'all went to, and all of that stuff.
It's so weird to me why he would do that.
Yeah, but see,
that's why I said it's almost like. It's like he's saying, no, catch me. Like, I'm not even trying to hide. Catch me. That's a weird story, man.
Yes, it's crazy.
Weird story.
But let me tell y'all women, y'all carry some mace or something with y'all so this don't happen. And don't go to sleep in no Uber car.
Don't go to sleep.
Are you kidding me? Do you know you could be driving around or driving real slow to run up your damn meter? You out your mind. You think I'm going to sleep in a damn Uber. Right. I don't care how drunk I am. I would never do that. I've had some nights.
It's the weirdest story I've ever heard. Mm-hmm. I've never heard of anything like that in all my life. Mm-hmm. Somebody actually doing that to you, where the proof is like, it's there in so many ways. His DNA, you know, and then his Uber tells you. It shows you who the person is. It shows you what kind of car they.
So they got to be out their mind to do something like that. But his only defense could be that they had consensual.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the only thing I can hear him saying is, no, my DNA is in her, not because I raped her, but because we had consensual sex. And now she's claiming that I raped her. Mm-hmm. And you can tell if it's forced entry.
Yeah, but you mean to tell me that she could be that sleep that hard and not know that he opened up the door or he reached himself back there to get on top of her?
It's really weird because
I wonder if she was drunk and they had sex. And then
right.
she came to
right.
realize that he was on top.
Because a similar situation happened a long time ago with two of my neighbors. And they're no longer my neighbors anymore because now the one of them live on my block anymore. But I remember it was one lady and she was pissy drunk one day. And one of the young guys on my block, he had sex with her. And she, you know, she was drunk. That she was. He wasn't drunk. She was drunk. But,
he just
you know,
took advantage of him.
It was, one of those taking advantages things. I won't, he kind of did take advantage of her. He did take advantage of her. And, she, was all for it. And then the next day, she called the cops. But she didn't call the cops. She called the cops on him, but she didn't tell him the cops that she had sex with him. She told the cops that he stole money from her.
Oh.
She never said that he had sex with her. And that was the aha. Because it was like, yeah, she was drunk, but she didn't tell everything that happened. And that's what I'm kind of thinking with this story. Is it that she really had sex with this man, but she's not saying that she had sex with him? She's claiming that he raped her? Because it makes no sense to me why he would drop you off at the police station to help you with your car, then drop you back off at the police station after he raped you?
Yeah, well, listen, we'll be hearing more about this very soon. And this happened back in June, by the way.
Wow.
So he's been locked up ever since June on $1 million bail.
Can you imagine if they found out that they actually had consensual sex? What do you think should happen to her?
Oh, he can sue her for lying, defamation of character.
Yeah. But then it's like, like I said a few videos ago, once that lie is already out there, because that stays on your record. You know what I mean? And then
really? If somebody lied on you?
Yeah, if somebody lies on you, because what's going to happen is it's going to show up that you've been arrested. And then you have to explain to people, yes, I was arrested. Even on a job application, yes, I was arrested before. For what? I was accused of being raped, this, that, and the third, raping somebody. You know what I mean? Like, who wants that on their record? And maybe there's a way where they can take that off. Maybe y'all know better than I do. But still, like, who wants to go through that process?
No, I don't.
If it's a lie. I don't know, maybe he did rape her and he just was just one of those stupid ass people that rape somebody and take him to jail, take him to the cops. So yeah, go ahead, tell him I raped you. But to me, it just doesn't.
It don't add up, but we'll find out more stuff. You know the paper, they get down to it, they will let us know.
Because 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2 in this case.
I mean, everybody tagged us, and I'm like, we were just talking about it.
We were talking about it at work. Can I just say one thing real quick? I want to give a shout out because I was supposed to do this last week and I didn't because I didn't record last week because it was actually a death in my family. That's why I couldn't record, and I had to go to the funeral on Friday. So I want to give a shout out to this young lady. I've been promoting her her new game that she has, and it's called Flappy Rappers. Now I'm sure many of you guys are familiar with the game. What is it? I think it's like Angry Birds or Flappy Birds or whatever the case. I think that's what it's called. But she has one that is about rappers, and her name is L.A. Cali Dime. That's spelled L-A-C-A-L-I-D-I-M-E, and that's her Instagram name. And her game is called Flappy Rappers. You can find it on Amazon, Apple Store, or Google Play. For all of you gamers out there who like to play games on their iPhone, on their iPad, while they're at work, or going to work, or coming home from work, this is one of those games that you want to download right now, and you can download it for free. So make sure you guys check this out and let her know that I sent you, okay? All right. Now what's the next topic?
Okay. I want to talk about the video that we talked about last week before I forget. So y'all know last week we talked about the whole Milan situation. Stormy Milan was sending messages back and forth on the YouTube channel. I guess some of y'all were being very rude to him and saying all kinds of stuff. So he deleted what he was saying and everything. So I watched it.
He hit me up on Twitter and was like, I think you guys may want to... He said, I think you guys may want to redo your video. So apparently he saw our video. Because he hit me up and I didn't want to do that. But I reduced it.
Did he DM you?
No, he tweeted it to me. Oh, God. When did we do that video? Last week?
Yeah, it was like on a Tuesday.
I'm going to find it. Here it is right here. He says, I think y'all need to redo your video.
Okay, I'm not redoing anything. So, I watched his video. I watched King's video.
But I love Star.
I watched Todd's video, and I know that you love Star, and that's your good girlfriend. So I watched them. Remember, I told y'all that video I watched of him. He was not looking into the camera, and he was just like, he was talking like he was so heartbroken and everything, and I'm just like, no. And I said I couldn't watch it. So I did watch the video, and he was just explaining everything that went on. And he was just explaining his side of the story and saying how things didn't work the way they're supposed to, then blah, blah, blah. So that was that video. That was a 23-minute video. After that video, y'all know I seen King's video, and I watched the whole video of him talking about their lights getting cut off and how he came from Florida and all of that stuff. Then I watched the video with, no, that was Taj. Then I watched the video with King. And King he's the dark skinned one, and his face is very beautiful. And he was talking about how he came and how he was on drugs, and how his mom thought that Star Milan thought he would be a great influence for him and everything. He was very graphic with his details of him allegedly being molested. But this is not molestation. This is rape. The way he was explaining, because anytime you're saying that someone is having anal sex with you, and I'm not even going to say all the graphic stuff that he said because I don't want to ruin nobody's dinner. But it was just very graphic in what he was explaining. That is not something that, let me tell you something, if he's lying, that is a good ass motherfucking lie. Because I would never put myself out there like, I don't care, like if that happened to me, I would not be that graphic and explain all of that in that detail. So, it was just a mess with what he was explaining. I just felt very bad for him. And then I said I wasn't going to watch this whole video with Star Milan and what was the girl name? Her name was Fakaya. So I watched that whole hour and 45-minute video. And this was his rant and response to all the things that were going on. My thing is this, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit that they were talking about. All I wanted to know was where did he address the rape allegations. And what he was saying was, well, you got the text messages. It's in the proof is in the text messages. Okay. Now when I looked at the text message this is named the dark skin King. When I looked at his text messages, he was talking about how that one didn't want to do one sexual favor. No, one didn't want to do one of the sexual positions, but the other one was willing to get their butt ate or something like that. I don't care what age this is. If they were under 18 doing all of this shit, that is just wrong. And you don't do no shit like that. That was my main thing. I don't get, y'all know we don't even talk about them, none of that stuff. I don't tweet none of their videos. I didn't know that the impact that they had. And it's a great impact what Star Milan has. Because he has millions and millions of views and everything. But what I think is wrong is if he actually was having sex. I don't care if this was consensual or not. And then he did the video with, he did an interview with, oh my God, because I didn't like this YouTuber. I don't remember his name. What's his name, bitch? I don't remember. Anyway.
I know exactly.
I didn't, Wiley. I couldn't fucking stand him. And anyway, I happened to listen. I happened to watch that video because Justin J happened to call in, and him and Justin J were just going back and forth on the phone. And on that, he admitted that they did have the sexual relation stuff. So, my thing is this, y'all. You don't have to be in that situation. I don't care if you consider me family. All that shit that they argue, that's the shit that friends go through. Or people that's living together, they go through. Could Star have a little bit more tact than what he was saying? Yes. Because I didn't like the way he explained why he did what he did. But you know what? That's his house, his rules. And bitch, if you living under him and you let somebody talk to you like that, bitch, that's your business. Yeah. My thing is the rape thing. I'm just not cool with that. And yes, you do have gay mothers and gay fathers that do have sex with their children, and it's just not right. You are supposed to guide them, be their mentor, and show them the way to go. Not fuck them and then get out of my house, I never care about you. That's just not what you do. And then y'all are in the spotlight. Y'all, it's for everyone to see. And what everybody is seeing is this is not the way a family is supposed to be. Yes, every family have issues, but when it comes to your family, you don't air them online. But them kids, they do have a story to tell. If it's the truth, tell the story. And I heard that that Stormy Malone wanted to do lie detector tests. If you want to get online and say this shit and you say it happened, I want you to get a lie detector test too. I want you to get a lie detector test to prove that you are telling the truth. Somebody is not going to look right once the truth. Y'all both said your sides, but something ain't going to look right until we see that lie detector test. Not saying you have to, but I would love to see a lie detector test happen. So that way all the truths and all the lies will cease.
So basically, just to make sure I'm on the same page, Star is not denying that he had sex with them.
Now he isn't.
Well, okay.
On that
He's
interview.
not denying that he had sex with them. But what he's saying is, I never forced them to have sex with me.
That's what I got. Yep, that's what I got from it. I didn't care about all that other stuff.
So, is that why he's asking for a lie detector test to say, look, they're saying that I forced them to have sex, and I'm saying that I didn't force them to have sex?
But he's saying if it's true, then let's take a lie detector test.
Yeah, about what they're saying.
Yeah.
Right.
Now see that a lot of the stuff that they were explaining in that was very graphic. I mean, and then King just saying that he was paralyzed and everything. Like Star
Paralyzed,
he
was
said,
traumatized.
No, he was paralyzed. He said he was partially paralyzed.
After that or before that all happened?
Like when he was in Florida, something like that. He said he was partially paralyzed, and he was staying at one of the girls' Vakaya's house, and he said Star forced him to have sex even though he was really paralyzed, and it just hurt. Oh my God, he was just. They were very graphic in their details, and they didn't hold nothing back. They didn't hold nothing back. They didn't hold nothing back. I mean, it was sad. It was sad. And what I was explaining to you guys last week is, my thing was not putting nobody on blast. My thing was, if you are in that kind of a situation, you need to get out of that, and you need to get help, because, you know, it's just sad. And I still don't understand how parents can just get rid of their. Oh, it's making me mad. I don't understand how parents can get rid of their children like that. Like, you gave birth to them, and they grew inside you for 9 months. And you say, oh, because your sexual orientation, you can't stay in my house, you can't live with me, you just throw them out on the street for somebody else to take advantage of and do whatever the hell they want. That is so wrong. So that was my argument last night. I mean, last week when it was going on with Mikkel. Yes, a lot of people were upset, but like Mikkel said, let's wait for the whole truth before I say anything. And yes, a lot of people were upset with that, but my thing was talking about, if you are in that situation, you have to get out. Some people might have felt that you were, unsympathetic, but like you said, I want to know the truth. And y'all remember I told you guys a couple weeks ago, if somebody was making a complaint like that against my friend, I would defend my friend, and I would want the motherfucking truth too. I'm not going to sit and say, oh, that's the truth. We just talked about that, like last month, with the whole Bill Cosby thing. So
right, because there was a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people came down on Whoopi, and she like, no, bitch, until the proof comes out. Then
and to be honest with you, I'm sitting here thinking about it. To be honest with you, I don't think I ever said that he didn't do it. I just said that I never said that. I said that we should wait, and then you said that wasn't adding adding up.
Yeah.
So I never said that he didn't do it.
Yeah. But a lot of people. I mean, yeah, a lot of people. Ain't nobody bring it to my Twitter or Instagram thing, guy. But every time I just couldn't look, because a lot of people, they just I said, I'm gonna just take this. We just have to take this as a loss. I'm not retweeting no more, nothing. But I do.
Well, I didn't know anything about the comments, so you just told me.
I know, and somebody left it and said, and y'all know McKellar's not reading his comments, so why?
I had a death in the family last week, so you.
Well, and I'm sorry to hear. I seen the picture, but I was like, well, I don't know which side she was on your side.
Well, my aunt's husband. She was my aunt's husband's sister. Okay. But my aunt's husband, Uncle Walter, his side of the family, his family has always been close to our family. So his sister was Aunt Gloria to us. I've known her ever since I was that big. So she's always been Aunt Gloria. Family vacations, family trips, So it was sad. Like I told them at my job, out of all the years that I've known her all my life, I've never known her not to be sick. She's always been sick. She's been sick for over 20 years, and finally she succumbed to her illness.
She survived the last 20 years.
Yeah. She's been, different, arthritis. It was just a whole bunch of things that she just I remember one day I was outside of her house and me and her was talking, and before I knew it, she had fell against the back of her car. And I had got so scared, but you know, she was just like, no, it's all right. She couldn't stand up long enough. And then the preacher, her pastor from her church that was giving her eulogy, he was saying how, you know, she was one of those people that when she would come to church late. And when she would finally get to church, she would pass out in the back pew. And he was like, you know, he would have to do the sermon all over again because he knew that because of her condition, how it took her, the strength that it took her to even come to church. And that she would just pass out in the back. And as he was saying this, I'm saying to myself, I can believe it because I witnessed her being so weak that she would literally fall because she just couldn't stand or even sit up. And I was like, oh my God.
How old was she?
She was only 69.
Oh my goodness.
Only 69. 7 kids, 10 grandkids, about, what, 8 or 9 great-grandkids. I mean, she lived, I mean, her family, we all loved her. We all loved her. And it was sad. It really was sad. It really was. And I was just, yeah, I'm going to miss her. I really am. But I was so happy at that funeral. The funeral was amazing. It was just a great homegoing. And I was just so happy to know that she was no longer, like, in pain. No longer in pain.
What was her name?
Gloria.
Gloria. You just said that like 10 times. What's that on these notes? Bitch, no, these are not notes. Oh, yes, they are notes. Where are my notes?
No, those are photos. Use your notes.
I know. I click notes and they keep going to photos. I don't want you to see the photos. They keep going to photos. Where's that with my phone? Oh, here we go.
I want to see your photos.
I know. I know you don't. So, basketball-wise, LA.
I can only imagine the people that be sending you stuff.
Don't do it. Did you see Basketball-wise LA last night?
Filthy people. No. I didn't see it because when I came home from church, I fell right to sleep.
Speaking of filthy. Jackie! You don't spit on nobody. I don't give a fuck what they said about you.
You don't.
And what's her name? Megan.
You're that guy.
Baby. Boy. So Jackie, yes, bitch, we had a whole sidebar.
Yes.
So Jackie spits on this girl. So the girl, instead of flipping out and blacking the fuck out, she's like, I know you didn't do this. And they going back, they going back and forth. They got the little security guy breaking through or whatever. So then Shawnee shows up all late. So then Jackie like, I'm packing my stuff, I'm leaving, call the guards or whatever. She's like, cause if I don't leave, you want to send me my bail money and all this and that.
All that goofy shit.
Yes. So while she's leaving, they all trying to convince Jackie to stay. Oh no, you shouldn't leave, blah, blah, blah. And then they was like, oh no, like she spit on somebody, that's just trifling, that's just nasty. And they all going back and forth, talking about the shit. And then, you know, Jackie gonna tell Drea, see, if it wasn't for you saying that I wasn't there for her, you made me spit on her. So I think you need to apologize to Megan for even telling her that I wasn't even riding for her. I'm like, what? It's my fault that you took your spit and spit on somebody.
Yeah.
Yes, Drea, because if you wouldn't have been talking that shit, I'm on everybody's side. You shouldn't have been telling her that because you made me do that.
You couldn't make this up even if you wanted to.
Because I wouldn't even thought of nothing like that. It's your fault because if you wouldn't have said nothing, she wouldn't have got in my face and I wouldn't have to spit on her.
Yeah.
Really? Right. So you need to apologize to her for making me spit on her.
Yeah. And what are you going to do? I'm doing it.
So Shawnee called herself doing these part-time interviews with the girls. So she's talking with Megan, talking about I didn't like what happened, blah, 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 blah. Of course nobody would like being spit on. Right. But she's like, trust and believe, I'm going to get her back. This is not going to be one of those one things you can spit on me and I'm going to brush it off my back. Right. I'm going to get that bitch back. And she was like, oh shit, well.
As she should.
Yeah, and then her confession, well, I hope I'm there when that happens. Because that's something I don't want to miss. Excuse me. So they all going through their thing. So then Jackie, all of a sudden, because everything else that happened really didn't matter. So then Jackie and what's her name, Brandy, they called themselves having another dinner or whatever. So then by this time, because Brandy all late, Jackie is drunk, and all she was doing throwing back drinks. So they talking, going back and forth, and she's just like, Brandy, you was one of the reasons why I had to do what I did to Megan, because you was instigating. If y'all wasn't instigating, I wouldn't have to do that. So you have to apologize for Megan for me spitting on her. And then Brandy just was like, bitch, I know you ain't telling me that it's my fault. She's like, you are crazy. Yeah. She's like, you are just fucking crazy. So she was like, since I influenced you to do a lot of things, can I influence you to jump off of that cliff over there? Can I make you do that? And Jackie's like, no, bitch, you know what I'm saying. So Jackie is really drunk, and then Brandy's like, let me tell you something. You have one more time to call me a bitch. So then it's this pause. And then she's like, bitch! And then Brandy's like, fuck this, I'm getting up. So Brandy gets up, throws these fries on Jackie. And it's like, you are the trash, you're just trash, and I'm leaving you right here. So Jackie tries to throw the drink on Brandy. I don't think it touches Brandy, because Brandy just keeps walking out. Okay, because she's like, no, if that shit would have hit me, I would have beat that bitch up, I would have dragged her in there. And them white people looking at her like they crazy. But Jackie was just really drunk and belligerent this whole episode. And Jackie, is starting to be a problem when, you know, you just really like drunk on every episode, and I don't really see you have any friends besides these girls on the trip like Jackie. What is really going on with you? And what can make you think that it's somebody else's fault that you did something and that they should have to apologize because you feel like they instigated something? It just don't seem right, Jackie. You are out your motherfucking mind. And I'm waiting for Tammy to come on the show. Because then they talking about later this season. No, bitch. I want to know, when is Tammy coming on the show so I can see her fight with Brandy. I want to see everything. I want to see Tammy get Jackie together. I just want to see how Jackie acts around these other girls. And y'all just playing around. So that's what I want to see. But Basketball Wives was good. And then on Married to Motherfucking Medicine, y'all know it's already been drama with Quad and Lisa Nicole, and this time, you know, what's her name? Simone, Dr. Simone, she's having a little party for the kids or whatever, and I thought Dr. Simone was wrong because she didn't invite Lisa to the event because she felt like, well, if Quad is going to be there, I don't want y'all at the same place, and I've known Quad longer, so I don't want you and your family to come because she's thinking they're going to get into it. So, Toya, she finds out that Quad and Lisa Nicole were at one of Portia's event and nothing happened. So she's like, if she can't stand to be in the same place with her, why are they at the same place at the same time? So Dr. Simone, she finds out about what's going on, and she's talking to Quad at Quad's fucking Pound Puppies event. So, yeah, bitch, I don't care about them damn dogs, but hey, get that money. So she's just like, well, if y'all been in the same place at the same time, how is it that y'all can't, you know, be at the same place at the same time at my event? And she was like, plus I went out to California to support you and your events. I'm here right now and I don't even have a dog. So why can't you be at my event? And then Quad is like, basically like, it's not really none of your business. Such. Quad was being a bitch. And it's just like, that is wrong, because this girl is supporting you, and you can't, y'all, if you saying you can't be at the same place and you already been at the same place and nothing happened, like, why are we still going through this? You can sue her and do that on your time, but I'm trying to do something to get us together, because it's not even about the adults, it's about the children. And then, mind you, while Quad is having her fucking event, this guy out of nowhere said, no, I really need to talk to you. Quad was like, I'm taking pictures, leave me alone. So he's like, no, I need you to find out, no. She's like, Lisa needs to find out why her husband is sleeping with me. So Quad is like, excuse me? Yes, I'm sleeping with her husband, Dr. Darren. Because she's like, what are you, a patient of his? He's like, no.
Wait, the one who looks, the one I said looked like Vanessa Williams' ex-husband, Big Five?
Yes. He said she needs to know why her husband is sleeping with me.
Well, is he at least light looking, the guy who said this?
I mean, he's one of them little. He's not, you know. I mean, that's not the point. But you know, he just looks whatever. But then they all saying that, you know, that this is set up, and the way it was set up, it looks like it was set up to happen that way. And I don't believe that that's true about Dr. Darren, because we would have been heard some tea a long time ago. Like, this show been on for 2 years. And we didn't hear nothing about him. Now all of a sudden, for cameras, we're hearing about Dr. Darren being bisexual. No. Married to Medicine is a hot mess. And then next week, Quad is going to confront Lisa Nicole about her husband, and I will be watching it. And she's like, no, wait a minute now. Since you're saying that he's messing with my husband, what is this? She got pictures of the guy that's claiming her husband had sex with all of these celebrities and everybody from the show. She's showing her on the phone. So yeah, this is all a setup, according to Lisa Nicole. She's not having that. And I wouldn't be having it either. You have to have real good proof. Show me the motherfucking text messages. Or show me the pictures. Show me the Facebook message. Show me the DMs. Because that's what y'all thoughts be doing when y'all be catching them. So, bitch, have stronger receipts than she needs to know why her husband is sleeping with me. And why would you go to Quad of all people? Bitch, why didn't you just go to the motherfucking blog and submit your fucking post? And why would you even put yourself out there like, see, I'm getting mad because my niece made me mad early. My cat had to see me snap. But why would you
do that?
Yes, why would you do that? I'm so tired of y'all fucking sideline men trying to out people all the time. What is the motherfucking tea with that? You don't look no good, bitch. You fucking a married man. If you fucking a married man, there's no telling what you're willing to be doing. That's crafting and all that stuff. Now, I'm not saying you're doing that stuff, but I wouldn't put it past you. Like, y'all be doing too much. Instead of just shutting the fuck up. Oh, you got to be famous for 2 seconds. Oh, I fucked this guy. So what? And they married. You ain't looking no good in the situation. Damn, y'all think y'all be doing something. Ooh, I fucked so-and-so. So the fuck what? Damn, I'm getting mad. And Michael Sam. Child, Michael Sam quit football again because now he's having mental issues. Now this is my thing. If he wouldn't have came out, or if he would have been like, yes, I'm gay, but if he didn't make him being gay the center stage instead of the football being the center stage, he wouldn't be in this predicament where he is right now in his life. Because he had the ESPN cameras there, he had the boyfriend, then he got engaged, then he had got drafted and everything, then he didn't do too good in the NFL Combine, didn't do too well on the in the draft, not in the draft, you know, but at the summer programs, what they call it, yeah, practice. Whatever, he didn't do good at practice. He got cut twice. Okay, he got cut by the Rams, then he got cut by Dallas Cowboys. And then again, he didn't do too good in the draft because he was in the 7th round. God damn, how long do you have to wait to be drafted to the 7th round? So then I knew something wasn't right. See, his football might not be that good. Because I don't think, okay, just because you're gay, that don't have nothing to do with it. Because there's plenty of gay DL NFL play. Well, they might be gay, they might be out to some, but not to us. But anyway, there are plenty good players on the teams that's out there and they're doing their damn thing. If Michael Sam was doing the damn thing, he would have not been cut. So then, what's the next best thing after the NFL? The CFL, the Canadian Football League. Okay, now this is my thing. Alright, you didn't do great to make the cut in the NFL. Now, bitch, you go to the CFL, you make a name for yourself, and you come back and let one of these national football teams pick you. Oh, no. Michael Sam cut in practice. He's not doing this. He just left the team. Oh, now Michael Sam is back on the team. Okay, now what is really going on? I think it's his ego and him being gay that's in the way, and that's what's causing so many mental issues for him. And I really need him to really focus on his life and get it on track. And if football is what you want to do, then goddamn it, do everything you have to do. You have to prove, now you have to prove to the world that football is your thing. Don't let this ego get you, because bitch, you want Dancing with the Stars, you are not no star. We haven't seen you catch not one football, score a touchdown or anything. Only thing we know is that you kissed your man on camera, you got drafted, you got cut from both teams, and then you went to the CFL. Come on, and you want Dancing with the Stars and you think you're a celebrity? I think you're believing in your own hype, sir. And I think that you really need to get it together. Michael Sam. Anything you would like to add?
No, because I agree with everything you said.
Thank you.
Especially about him.
Now there's the white cop in Birmingham, Alabama. Let this black man...
Another cop.
Huh?
Another cop story?
Yes. But see, this is my thing now. Because bitch, when it comes to your life, like when your life is really in jeopardy, and you know something ain't right in your heart and you have to do something. You have to do something. So this white cop said, oh, I'm in fear to do anything to him because I don't want to be a part of
this whole
media
stigma.
scrutiny
Yeah, right.
that white cops are out to kill black cops.
Mm-hmm.
Then let me tell you something. Here in Philadelphia, you fuck with a cop, they will shoot you just like that. They don't care about all of this stuff that's going on. If you're doing something wrong, you will be shot. Now, this man, you let this man take your gun. No, you let this man knock you out, and then you let him pistol whip you. And then, you know what's so sad about this story? Motherfuckers was standing there taking pictures of the whole thing. Fuck the police and all this thing. Nobody did anything but post this on the internet, and that's how he got caught.
You know what's so funny? Because I think I said something about this a long time ago. But it's sad because I honestly feel what that cop said. I feel that in my heart and I feel it in my spirit that this cop was so afraid to defend his life because he did not want to be looked at as somebody who
is out there
doing what all these other cops are doing. Just stop and think about it. I understand your anger, but stop and think about it. For the past year, not even the past year, for like the past 2 years.
Yeah, it's been heavy.
We've been hearing nothing but these white men, particularly cops, killing unarmed black people, particularly unarmed black men. And then it's been an uproar. Every time it happens, it's always an uproar. You know, this cop comes across this black man who is
speeding or something like that.
And I don't know too much about the story, so you gotta help me out.
I believe he was
how did they start to get?
Because he wanted to stop him.
And he told the guy to get out the car.
Yeah, and I guess the guy was like aggressive, coming towards him.
Right.
And he just knocked him out and did nothing.
It's a shame because, yes, you are trained to. First of all, you're trained to know how to handle situations like that. You definitely are, and it does not always need to result in someone being killed. That I will say, but at the same time, in that situation, it's like that cop probably was like, you know what? I don't even want to hit this guy because then it's going to look like I.
But see, you got to do something.
Yeah, you have to do something.
But
it's like, can you imagine? This is probably not the only cop out there in America who feels that.
You know what? He's like, made a movement by being nonviolent. He started a movement for other cops to say something. But you know what? When it comes to your job, you took this oath to defend and preserve and protect. Now you gotta protect yourself too, and not just let somebody come up and beat your ass. Now I know it's a lot going on in our country, but if you got a body camera on, I hope you have a body camera and you can tell what happened. This is what happened. He was speeding, he wouldn't stop, he came at me. I'm sure that guy got plenty of records to, help support your statement and everything. But when it comes to your job, you have to do your job. I don't care what's going on in the country. Yes, there have been cops that have been doing things that they wasn't supposed to be doing. Now, I'm not sure if this was in my dream or not, but I think the guy that killed the guy that was the police officer that killed the kid that was busting out car windows at the car dealership. I think he was fired. I think he was fired from the job. But see, who hires a 49-year-old officer as a rookie? A 49-year-old onto the force. I've never heard such a thing. Just never heard such a thing. But yeah, a lot of things are happening with these cops. Some cops are in the right and some are in the wrong. But if you know in your heart that you're doing something right, you should never be afraid to do your job. I don't care what's going on in the country or how these people will look at you or how your life will change. If you know you did everything right in your heart and you know that God will still protect you, you're fine. Don't be letting nobody beating you up and taking your own gun, because he could have took your life because you were afraid of what's going on in this country. You can't be that afraid to where you don't defend yourself.
That's true. I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. But at the same time, it's like the minute these cops defend themselves, the first thing people say, "Oh no, you shouldn't have did that." Oh no, and then it's like it's hard for them to defend themselves against public opinion. You know what I mean? It's hard to defend yourself when all you've heard for the past 2 years is these cops doing black men wrong. And then here you are trying to defend yourself against this guy who was attacking you. There'd have been somebody out there who would have found something wrong in what he did had he had he went that extra step. There would have been somebody out there that found something wrong with it. Me and you probably wouldn't have, but somebody would have said, oh yeah, he could have did that, he didn't have to do that, and then this cop would have been trying to defend himself again. There would have been this whole thing on the news. But I agree with you. When it comes to your life, you need to step in, because this is why they train you. No, they don't train you to shoot and kill. They train you to take other steps to apprehend a suspect. But it's sad that in this guy's mind, he was that afraid to do something because he didn't want to be put in that box as another one of these cops killing black men.
And look, now he's still in the media, even though he didn't want to. It's crazy.
The good thing about it is, I will say this, the good thing about it is, nobody died.
Yeah, nobody died.
Nobody died.
Nobody died.
That's the good thing about it. That guy who attacked him didn't die, and he didn't lose his life.
But you know that guy went away forever.
He needs to.
Oh, he's going away forever.
Yeah, you don't beat no cop up like that and then take pictures like that. You don't do nothing like that. He could have killed your ass. You know what I mean? And then what would have happened was the country and your family would have been out here defending you, trying to get this guy killed or fired because you wanted to fuck. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because you were speeding.
I want to know what happened to this officer with the Sandra Bland situation. I want to know what's going on with him.
You Google, find out.
Because I haven't heard anything. But look, I ain't got time to
wait, can I ask this question?
Sure.
And I don't really want
autopsy. I knew he was about to go there. What happened? Yes.
Shut up, Miguel. I can tell you what happened, but y'all don't want to hear that today.
No, not
because this is not Sandra.
Wait till it come out.
Yeah. Well, when? What's taking it so long?
And Matt Barnes, don't ever let Rihanna get you together like that again. He was up there acting like he was fucking her or fucking with her and said we just friends, and then she put him on his Instagram like you was a motherfucking lie. The basketball player that fucked with Gloria. I mean, yeah, what's her name? Laura.
But that was her wife, that was her husband. Not fuck with her.
Well, hey.
And what did he say? Oh, she was just my friend. And what did Rihanna say?
Oh, she's like, oh no, oh she went in. She probably took it down. Let me say, baby.
Oh no, you weren't my friend, but no, he probably took it down. No, it was on her page.
Yeah, she posted on her. Look.
Bitch, where the devil's a lie. She's not that. She's not that into you. She's not that into you at all. She's never even met you. This actually hurt my feelings. What did he say though?
That he was fucking with Rihanna and that it's nobody's business and none of that stuff.
Was it a joke though?
No, he was serious.
I wonder what he got to say. She said, actually,
they said he went in her post.
She's not that into you. Actually, she's not that into you at all.
They said she went into he went into her DMs and was threatening her and everything.
After she posted that?
Yes. Now I don't know if that's true, but hey.
He couldn't be that stupid. But then again, you got people raping people and taking them to the police station.
You know they're going in on him on Instagram. What you mean, Gloria, hotter than Rihanna? You better get your eyes checked. Who that?
It's nice on him.
He looked like he's been doing some things. He looked like he's had a hard life a little bit.
He's always looked like he had a hard life.
He must have been into some things. But listen, we gonna get up out to do other things. So thank y'all for watching today's show. In a couple weeks, we're gonna have some information about this panel that we're going to be on. So we would love for our supporters to come out. When we get more details, we will let you know, because it's free to come to, and we're going to be there with several other columnists and journalists in Philadelphia. So yeah, things starting off right. The blackout. If you have not donated, please donate if you can. The link is inside the more info box. I'm just excited because we are 2 weeks away, and it's almost here. And I saved some money on Southwest because I don't know what the hell Southwest doing, but these prices are so cheap now that my flight went from $112 to $44. So you know I kindly got my $68 credit. So if you're still trying to go, please go to Southwest.com because I know that's the cheapest. And somebody left a comment saying that, but they're not always the cheapest. Okay, there's Delta, there's Northwest, there's all kinds of flights. Y'all need to check on that. I mean, whatever these damn flights is, I don't know. But I hope to meet y'all there and see y'all there. So I have to go. On Wednesday, make sure y'all watch me and Mama Skorpion. If you need some advice, please send it to the Skorpion. cabscorpion@icloud.com. All of that will be inside the more info box. We will see y'all later this week. We will see y'all later this week, okay? So y'all have a good week. And make sure y'all come out on Wednesday. Peace.
what was I about to say?
Oh, my back hurt.